Hi there, and welcome to the knit.love podcast. This is episode number 3, and today is Thursday, March 6th. I am Stephanie, known as knit.love Steph, on Ravelry, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. Not on Facebook, I'm just myself on Facebook, but you're welcome to find me. Am I forgetting anything? I have no idea. I completely forgot last episode to introduce myself and to say where I'm at. Oops. Also, you're going to notice that the background behind me is a little bit different. I'm recording at night. It is late. It's like 10:40 right now here in the white, cold state of Michigan. And the overhead ceiling fan light that's on the ceiling here in the den, it's a little too bright for the basic webcam on the computer that I'm using. So like there's this nasty glare that's coming down, and this is the best that I could do. I also lifted it up a little to get a better angle. So like my hands are moving down here, whereas the last 2 episodes you could really see them, and today you can't see them at all. I could be doing some strange things down here and y'all wouldn't even know. That sounded really bad. I didn't mean it to sound bad at all like that. It's late. I had a very long day at work. Granted, it was only 7 hours. It was my second day, and this is the first physically labor-intensive job that I've had since before I got married. And since I've gotten married, I've had a lot of medical things happen that I really was not prepared for this job with. I didn't realize how bad my feet were, which I've been told that when I get new shoes, that'll become a lot easier. But like I have arthritis really bad in my knees from old athletic injuries. Yeah, doing a lot of standing and a lot of walking and a lot of bending on bad knees. Not too good. Like today at work, I would just work at a gas station too. But like I bent down to pick up something and I felt something pop and like my knee went squish. Like, like if you were to pop a knuckle or something and you can feel that. That's what it felt like in my knee. It did not feel good at all. So I took a break and I rubbed my knee and everything, and it seemed to feel fine. It's a little swollen, but I've iced it and put heat on it and everything, and it doesn't hurt. So I'm thinking that it should be fine tomorrow. I hope so. But then I'm off on Saturday, so yay. It's late, so I'm off on a tangent. You can also see in the background my beautiful puppy. Well, she's not really a puppy. You see her tail going occasionally. There she is. You can see her right there. Tashi! Well, now you can't see her, but she's my baby. She's a year old. She's my half Australian Shepherd, half Black Lab mix. And she's a peach. Come here. Come on. It's okay. Say hello. Wait, come here. Up. Up. It's okay. Come here. Oh, she's afraid she's going to get in trouble. There she is. Yeah, that's my girl. Who's now shaking everything. Okay, so now that I've been rambling for like almost 5 minutes, how about I actually get into some podcast related stuff? Stop it. Let's do. Tashi, let's do. Go then who do. Administrati. So last Saturday, 2 days after I put up episode 2, we started in the podcast group on Ravelry. The Lucky Leprechaun Cow. we've had a lot of activity with it. I'm really, really thrilled. Um, Everybody's work is gorgeous. Um, Loving it. The prizes are going to be some project bags that I make, um, like, the pyramid project bags. I'm going to be going to get all of the supplies this weekend, um, to do that. So, like, I can't show you what they look like yet. Um, I'll show you what the fabrics look like. It is because of the way where I work, the way it happened is I had made all these plans to do things like Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and have everything done by this weekend because I've gotten a couple bag orders from the shop plus one on the side. And I was going to have everything done and ready to go by this weekend. Well, then Tuesday afternoon at like 5 in the afternoon, I got a call from my employer and she's like, "Hey, can you start tomorrow?" Yeah. So then I got there and, on Wednesday and she's like, "Well, I'm going to have you work Thursday and Friday." And I'm just like, bonus. But I'm off on Saturday. So Saturday I'm going to go and get everything taken care of to the best that I can. I am so sorry to everybody for the delays on that. But for the, excuse me, but for the cow, I'm impressed. You guys are amazing. Like, I have so much love for you guys. It's not even funny. I really thought it was going to be a bust, but then to even see one person interested, I was just like, you don't even know. Like, you don't even know. Um, it's insane. Um, and I was checking stats randomly on the first episode on Ravel or on YouTube to see that I have over 100 views just on the first episode. You love me. I didn't know. It was just for fun, out of boredom, because at the time I didn't have a job and I don't really need a job. It's basically just for the extra spending money and I want to get a new wheel. So, that's how I'm doing it. And so, I did the episode and then to find out that I've got like 100 views, over 100, over 100 views. It's like, it's at 103 or 4 or something like that. Mind blown. Like, catastrophically blown. I was just expecting like 2, 3, 103, definitely not. You guys are amazing. Seriously. Yeah. Well, now that I've gone even further on a tangent, I will get into the crafting whatnot of the podcast. I have done 0 spinning since last episode, which is a week ago now. None. Um, I was gonna actually sit down and do some last night, but with the condition that I was in yesterday, with it being my first day, did not happen at all. I looked at my wheel, I slid my wheel over to where I was gonna sit and spin, looked at it again and said, nah. Sorry, Jack, ain't happening. And I was going to today, and ain't happening. My other dog's getting into trouble, but I'll ignore her for now. I have done a lot of knitting, I guess I could say. With the amount of time that I've had to knit this past week, I've done quite a bit. Last week, when we talked, I was trying to finish some projects up so that I could work on my cow socks. And I did get some stuff finished. Last week I showed you this is the rock candy socks. It's, okay, and last week I was saying it was Red Heart. It is not Red Heart. It is Lion brand. Crap. I'll get it later. Lion brand sock. Okay, last week I couldn't get the name right. Now I'm not going to get the actual yarn name. I quit. This is what it is. I quit. It's been that kind of day, y'all. But the last time you guys had seen me, I'd finished the first sock, sans heel, no heel. So if I wanted this tube sock, it would be done. And when I had seen you, I think I was at this point on this sock. Ba-boom. I got that bad boy done. Only to kind of realize that I'm off by like 5 rows. Which, I mean, okay, yeah. But I look at it this way. It'll stretch and hopefully everything will go back into place when I wash them. They're really long too. Like my normal sock is 100 rounds. These are 100 and, well, one's 120, one's 125. But the heels are going to be in the right spot. So all that really is going to matter. I mean, the only spot it's really going to be is in the leg. Because my heels go in at 65 rows. So it's really not, it's not going to matter at all. So, but that is in the Lion brand sock. My mind is blown. Like I can't even think. But it's in the last episode. So if you really want to find the information, it's there. The other stuff I've been working on this since then. You'd already seen this. That was in my pile. So I showed it to you again because it's pretty. I did not cast on the other sock for that pair, like I said I was. That's the Leg Warmer by Knit in the Stroll hand painted. I did not cast on the other sock. I will not cast on the other sock until my cow socks are done. I was also working on, if you remember the last time, a pair of socks in the Unicorn colorway by Imagination, hand painted by Knit. And when I'd seen you guys last, it was about here. I'll show you these colors up close and personal. It's not gonna show. This is my hot mess look going on right here because I'm disappointed. Much disappointed. That's almost like my RBF face. No, I'm not angry. I'm just... yeah. Anyway. But it's done. This is 100 rounds. 23 rib heel stolen from Sharif Kirby Werby. I did not cast on the second one for that one. Nothing new is getting on the needles until I finish my cow socks, which the cow ends the 17th. No, the 18th, because St. Patrick's Day is on the 17th. It ends the 18th, which is Tuesday, 2 Tuesdays from now. So in a week and a half. Yeah. Okay. My Team Michigan socks that I have yet to finish. I did get, excuse me, I did get some work on them done. So I guess that's something. When I'd seen you, this is where I was. This marker right here, that little tiny marker, that's where I was at. So I've gotten maybe 10 rows done. Yeah, I don't know what it is with these socks. It's just I don't I don't know. Maybe I just didn't like them as much as I thought I did. Because my other socks I can just crank. Shoop shoop shoop. Much like my good friend Nitty Jen. Little shout out to you there. She's gonna watch. If she watches it, she's gonna be like, "What?" I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna do. It's time for bed, y'all. And the last thing that I have on the needles, that's it. Like, I have 2 projects on the needles. Just 2. I mean, the others are practically hose. I don't care. I swear to you, I am not high. It is a combination of pure, unadulterated exhaustion and copious amounts of Mountain Dew. I'm gonna watch this tomorrow and I'm gonna just be like, oh, y'all don't even know. Okay, during the last episode, I think, no, I hadn't even, the count hadn't started yet, so you guys haven't seen any of my socks. Unless you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, of course. In that case, you've seen my socks. If not, brace yourselves, because I am highly entertained. It's one of those nights. Okay. This is the first sock. The colors are not showing up at all. Because for the cowl, it's got to have some green. Doesn't have to be all green. Just some green. You can kind of see it like here and here and here. There we go. I just had to get it super ridiculously close. But yeah, the first one is done. No heel. I always do the heels last because they literally take me like half an hour, if that. That one's done, son. I'm cracking myself up tonight. I'm just off in my own little world. It is sitting in my fern pyramid bag. I don't even know what that is. It was some discount fabric. Some discount fiber, y'all. That's the inside. I made this. I was so proud of myself. This was the first one I made. It's not lined. I don't really like. This one is lined. This one is not. I see no difference at all. Like, this one feels thicker, but there's no difference to me anyway. I mean, they even stand the same. I don't get it. But okay, so back to my socks. And this is where I'm at on the second. Oh, I remember what I was doing. This is the yarn. Not working? It's not working. Yeah, you guys saw the yarn last week because I got the yarn. I just hadn't cast on yet. I know I'd catch on sooner or later. So shove that back in my bag. But this is where I'm at, and I was so excited. Can you see my stitch marker? Can you see that? Is it there? Yep. It matches my sock. It's got a little purple bead, and the marker itself is like a turquoisey color, and it matches the socks. It's been getting a lot of love. It got most of its, pretty much the majority of the first sock was knit on Sunday. in the back of my friend's car. We went out to a church group function, and I was sitting in the back seat. Her and her husband were in the front seat, and I was car knitting. Was that necessary? How rude. So, sorry about that. There, you see, that was my little baby. That's Sadie, and the black one is Mashi. Sadie's a little rat terrier, and the fat one you don't see is she's down here. She's 14 and she's sleeping. She's girls. Sorry about that. I'm probably not gonna edit that out. But my other one, Sophie, she's laying down here on the floor, sleeping. Legs through, Tosh. Legs through. Good girl. But yeah, most of it, the knitting got done in the car, and then because we went to this small little restaurant type thing, and we had like this quick mini sermon. It was literally like 5 minutes, and I was sitting there, like we had dinner and everything, and one of my brother's best friends from high school apparently joined the band at my church while I was living in Sturgis and didn't know. And so him and his girlfriend were there, and he brought this game, Taking Over Tokyo, I think is what it was. You can be creatures like, I was Cyber Bunny, which was a lot of fun. I was totally channeling Kimberly from Sock Bunny there. Literally, that's why I was excited, because I was like, Cyber Bunny, that's as close to Sock Bunny as I'm gonna get. It was that kind of night. I have those nights frequently. But like, so we're sitting there, and like, for this game, you become these, like, your pieces are these, like, you can be Godzilla or that scorpion thing or Cyber Bunny. Weird things, and you take over Tokyo, essentially. You roll dice and everything. It's a family game. I'd never played it before, but I'm literally sitting there knitting on my socks with my brother's friend, his girlfriend, and then another guy in our church. Excuse me, and another guy's son who's like, I don't know how old he is. I'd say 13, 14. They all seem so young, and I'm only 23. I turned 24 on the 19th. They're just babies. I don't care if they're 18. They're last time I really knew them, they were like 10. No, this doesn't work. But I'm sitting there knitting just like this, and I'm watching all of them rolling the die, stop to roll die, and they're just like, what are you doing? Like they'd never seen somebody knit. So I instantly became like a rock star, because they're all like, you're sitting here playing Taking Over Tokyo and knitting. I said, no. They're like, so what are you doing? I said, I'm knitting socks. There's a difference. I'm predominantly a sock knitter. That's pretty much all I do. There's a difference. Don't really have to follow a pattern, but for anybody who's tried socks, it takes some skill, especially if you're not really focusing, which I don't ever. Like it's bad. Oh. And that's all I've got. Now I'm just kind of rambling on. I hope y'all can't hear the incessant squeaking that my dog is making by chewing on a toy. See her? She's right there. Squeaky, 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 squeak, squeak. 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all. My husband works third. He doesn't know how lucky he's got it. I want to take a moment right now. I'm going to make her watch this just for this. My good friend Erin, she and I met on Instagram. She's become like my sister. I love her to pieces. She just had a baby on Tuesday. So I want to say happy birthday to Cole and welcome him to the world. I will see him eventually. And I want to say many congratulations to Erin and her lovely man Scott. I just want to wish you all the best. You have made the cutest baby ever. And I need to get my butt kicking, and I'm going to make that baby a hat. Maybe some socks. Something. And I will be sending a card. Because that's what I do. Guys, I think it's time for me to just like wrap this up. This hot mess needs to go to bed. Like, you'd think I'd been drinking or something. Nope. Plus, I'm also dizzy because I'm not wearing my glasses. Because that's what's happening. That ain't happening. So I'm just going to call it quits, y'all. Because I don't think this can go on much further. I have nothing left to talk about. But anyway, I guess to wrap it up, Cal ends on the 18th. Enter your photos. If you're not sure whether or not it qualifies for double entry, hit me up. I pretty much stock the rap boards, so I'll be able to tell you. I'm going to wrap this up, edit it the best that I can, post it, and I'm going to hit the hay because I'm exhausted. You guys have a lovely day, night. Just have a lovely. That's what it's going to be now. Just have a lovely. All right, guys. I will see you guys next week, and happy knitting. It didn't work. Bye.